Good day, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright. It is the 8th of September, as you can see, and yesterday in my Rust rotation stream, I briefly talked about this skin. Now, what's so special about it? Basically, over the course of the past few months, this skin has been pumped, and it appears it's now been dumped. Yes, this skin was manipulated. It was made to appear to be more valuable than what it actually is. But I thought to myself, if I truly want to understand how the end goal was reached, I should probably make a video dedicated to talking about this, so I could potentially get some more answers from the likes of all of you lot. So, let's get to it. Before we start really digging deep into talking about this skin, I just want to talk about how over the past few years I've been keeping track of Rust skin price manipulation quite a lot. Now last year, for example, we had this Glister hoodie situation. So right here, this is the Glister hoodie on the Steam market. There's only 68 and it seems to be selling for about 60 cents American. But if we scroll down and look at its sales history, yeah, what happened in there? So, this is going to be a very good explanation in regards to how a Rust skin tends to get manipulated. So, if we could give you some context, this skin last year was hoping to have a full collection. We had the likes of the Tier 2 armor, we had the likes of the hoodie and pants. We're hoping to see the Tier 3 armor being accepted. That didn't happen. And with that, it just never really went up in price. It was just there, stagnant, didn't do much. It wasn't exactly a skin that everybody was clamoring for. It didn't really have that much sales. It was just there. So what appears to have happened is a group of individuals noticed this and they thought, you know what? We could probably buy out most of the stock that's in circulation. So what they did was they bought out all the stock that they could from the Steam market. They bought out all the stock that they could from third-party websites, and with a controlling stake, they then made this skin appear to be a whole lot more valuable than what it actually was, and it kept going up and up, and it reached to a point where this hoodie was selling for over $20 a piece. So, here's how it works. By buying out all of the skins, it gets to a point where nobody else can list theirs, because they've already been sold. So what would happen is, the only skins that would be here were the ones that are being controlled, or rather sold, by the actual manipulators themselves. But it wouldn't be selling for $1 again, no. They would reach to a point where it's probably selling for $5 or $10. And what they would also do is they would have fake buy orders to the side here to make it look as if it was actually genuinely valuable. And they support that with this to a point where they reach a peak and then they stop, it ends, and then suddenly the skin just goes all the way back down in price again. Nobody actually cared for it. It was never worth this price. It was manipulated. And if you happen to be a poor, unfortunate individual that thought, you know what, I'm going to go buy one of these, this is now expensive, well, that wasn't good. You just lost a lot of money. But that doesn't seem to be the end goal. No. It appears that a lot of this stock actually ended up on third-party websites. And this is where we're now going to start talking about the likes of the Crossbones crossbow. Basically, pretty much the exact same situation as you can see here. But maybe we should probably start looking at the likes of SCMM.app to get a better look. So, first up, this is what it looks like now. Because those tweets that I did were from a few days ago. And you might notice that the price has in fact gone down. Because this is no longer being supported for its manipulation. Now, if we look at its sales history, as you can see recently, it's just been going down. And if you look at the whole history, yeah. So this was a random skin that was accepted during last year's October, well, no, it was a Halloween Rust skin. In fact, why don't we go take a look at SCMM? So here it is. We can look at Halloween skins store last year, and this was the second week, if I can remember. And this was one of the skins that didn't sell that much. Only the Halloween Wooden Door and the Ghost Blaster Double Barrel Shotgun had less sales. But with hardly any sales, you can understand this was fairly ripe for picking or attacking to be manipulated, and that's exactly what happened. So if we just go over to here, you can see that at some point, so around at the end of April, this is where it started to get like bought out, and then the price just kept going up and up and up and up, and it seems to have peaked at the very end of July. So anyway, let's just kind of go over here. This right here is a skin that wasn't exactly super in demand. It wasn't bought that much during the Halloween Rust store. A lot of people just didn't really care that much for it. Even the skin creator didn't think it looked that nice, Kelme Legend. I spoke with him about this and whatnot. So, yeah, people didn't actually seem to care too much about this skin. So, why was it manipulated? Well, because for profit, you know. Profit, of course. So this is where we're going to start discussing where this ended up at. Because if it's no longer being supported, well, you're not going to be able to, you know, make more sales on the Steam market and whatnot. Where's the end goal? What's happening? Well, if we go look at it on if we look at it specifically on SCMM.app, you can see quite a lot of the details all about it and whatnot. There's 8,200 of these in circulation. Whatever accounts that you can see some people own these, but not everybody who has Rust skins can be seen by SCMM. They can be private accounts, so they can be hidden away. What I want you to look at is the details that you see right here. SCMM keeps track of skins on third-party websites. So we just zoom in a fair bit. Do you notice something? Do you notice how there's 86 of these in the Steam market? That's nice, but when we look at the third-party sites, there's none on CS Deals, there's 804 on D-Market, there's there's 804 on D-Market. There's next to none on the other third-party sites. So let's go take a look at D-Market. Wow! So this is what happens when you first enter D-Market. It gives you all of these words. Now, here's the thing. I don't really do third-party trading, selling that much. And this is the part where I need you to start offering your opinions, your insight. As you can see, if I zoom out a fair bit, you can see there's 800 plus of these crossbows that are now on here. And I'm led to believe that you can sell directly to these third-party sites. Is that true? I need you to answer. And basically, I'm under the impression that if you can inflate the value of a skin and trick these third-party sites, because it's very likely that they only track the Steam market for prices of the skins. Are they? If I just quickly go over to here, I'm thinking if I could just search somehow. Yeah, this is Hedge being hopeless. I'm very sorry. If I remove this, and then there we go, and if I search for actually the most valuable skins, there we go. I'm under the impression that if you could inflate the value of a very mundane skin that nobody really cares that much for and whatnot, if the website here doesn't fully understand what's happened, has it basically paid the manipulators a certain price that was manipulated, and then do they have like some sort of store credit where they can go, all right, I'll take some of these punishment masks, I'll take some of these SMGs, the big grins, oh yeah, Fireman Jack, I'll take that. Is that what's happened? Because that's what I'm thinking's happened. And D-Market, I think you need to put in some measures to be able to prevent this from happening ever again. And of course, it's not just the Rust stuff. The people could have walked off with the likes of very valuable knives and whatnot from CSGO. I mean, highest first, what do we see? Oh yeah, I'll just 1 million, wait, what? So this is the part where I'm like, hang on a minute, is this purely only trades only between two individuals? I don't fully understand, but I'm sure you can understand to a reasonable point that why would there be 800 of these on D-Market? They must be getting some sort of store credit or something. So yeah, even if it was like taxed a fair bit, it doesn't matter. The people that manipulated this skin probably only bought these for maybe, on average, maybe $1 each. So this is where I ask you, what exactly has happened here? Have the people who pumped this skin dumped it here and run off? Basically, have they robbed the bank? So yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? And that's essentially what I was hoping to get to the bottom of when I was talking about it on Twitter. Now, I did get some decent responses and whatnot, and thank you to all the people that did speak, but I thought to myself, if I truly want to get as much answers as I can, I should probably make a video talking about it. So this appears to be the end goal. I get the feeling that the people who will pump the skins and dump them on these websites want to take their actual genuinely valuable skins, which will actually retain their value. And of course, with no support for this skin on the Steam market anymore, if we hop back over to here, it is losing value. It is starting to go down. And I feel very bad for all the people that thought this was actually valuable and put down like a $3 buy order. It's not worth that price. This very likely will be going all the way down to maybe $1 again. And I wouldn't be surprised by that. And this is why, with every Rust store that we tend to see from now on, I am not too surprised where the lowest selling skin of the week potentially might be manipulated at some point down the line. That might potentially happen there. I'm not saying it will happen, I'm saying it tends to happen quite a lot. So let's just remind ourselves, this came out for Halloween last year, but it didn't really get manipulated until about 9 months later. So, yeah. There's not much else I can really talk about now. Please be careful with these manipulated skins. Don't try and jump in and buy some when it probably only just starts. I see many beginnings of a manipulation, and then it usually just stops like instantly. Like, I get the feeling the manipulators are fully well aware that if other people are jumping in as well buying the skins, maybe they should just outright avoid it, and then, yeah, nothing happens then. So don't try and be smart. Don't try and jump in and buy out skins as well. It's not good. By all means, if you happen to own the skin, sell, because these prices are never really ever going to hold ever again. You know, I remember back then, back over to here, the likes of the hoodie here, I happened to own quite a lot of them. I sold quite a lot of them. I made a lot of money because of that. But try not to get involved is the best answer I can give. Because I am well aware, and it's happened with the likes of CSGO, people who manipulate skin prices on the Steam market do get banned. It has happened before. But it seems Rust isn't getting noticed that much, or not enough, or you know, Valve hasn't even considered looking at Rust skins. It's awkward, but it's happening, and it keeps happening. And this seems to be the end result for pretty much all of the outcomes. So if you have any interesting words to pass on, please go to the comment section right now. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you believe has happened, how this all works. I'd like to know. We're all here to learn things, and we're all here to be aware of what happens with the goings-on of these random buyouts that happen on the Rust Steam market all the time. In fact, if I were to just go to the Steam market right now, current front page, do we see any random skins on the front page? Not really, no. But if you occasionally just go to quantity searches, look at the very low quantities, you might see like a random skin that doesn't really belong. Oh, look, Beast Hunter Hatchet. What are you doing here? Are you just a very, very, very old skin that has next to no quantity, or did you get randomly bought out? Oh, look at that. It was randomly bought out. Well, there you go. There you go. That wasn't hard. So it looks like I just found another manipulation currently going on. In fact, why don't we go over to here and type in Beast Hunter? I actually didn't anticipate something like this happening. This is just... So yeah, with SCMM, I can look at its specific details page. Is there quite a lot of them on the third-party sites? Let's find out. Doesn't appear to be. Nope. But maybe they haven't reached their peak just yet. Maybe this is still, you know, going to keep going higher and higher and higher. And yeah, because sometimes they like to go even higher and beyond. The hoodie went up to above $20. Maybe the fact that I've just noticed this and pointed it out to all of you, it's probably not going to get supported anymore. But keep an eye on the likes of this now. Manipulations are constantly happening all the time. Like I said, the smartest decision is to just avoid it. Alright? Just don't get involved. So, with that, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you kind of understand a little bit more in regards to manipulations. But here's the answer. At the end of the day, if it keeps happening, clearly it's working in some way or form. Now, if this is just trying to trade to other people, trick other people to accept these in a trade, I can't see if that would work. But like I said, I'm under the assumption that they're actually taking some sort of store credit and trading for actual genuinely valuable skins. That's what I am thinking is actually happening. So, am I wrong? Am I right? Please comment. So, that's it. That's all that needs to be said. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you all later. Keep an eye out for these potential manipulations, but just try not to get involved. Alright, cool. Bye.